What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Miguel here with Simple Dad Reviews, and today we're doing a review, or I guess you could say a long-term review of the Google Nest Doorbell. My household is pretty well integrated as a Google home, essentially. I have the Google speaker, I got the display, I got the Google TVs, or the TV specifically that have the Google OS. I have Chromecast on one of my projectors. I have basically anything and everything Google. So I know there's a lot of doorbells out there, and I'm just trying to review all the doorbells I have tested. So this is my long-term review of the Google Nest Doorbell. So far, this one is my favorite from the three that I've uh, so far long-term tested, which I had the Roku one, which is basically just the shoot, what brand is that? Wise. So it's basically the Wise camera. There should be a review somewhere here if you guys want to check that out. I also had the Arlo camera, the Arlo doorbell camera, which I liked up until I had to get two cameras. I had two doorbell cameras essentially, and the subscription was a little too expensive, so I switched over to Roku, which was only like $3.99 for multiple devices or something like that, if I remember correctly. And then that one didn't really work out that well, didn't really like it that much. So I got the Google one. So that's the one we're going to be talking about today. So the Google Doorbell is pretty cool if you're like me, you're well integrated in the Google ecosystem. So I even have a Google phone, mind you. So first things first, the doorbell itself. It's pretty good quality, especially at the daytime. It's really pretty solid during the day. It's not the best at night. It's okay. But it does feel like if you're just comparing two videos from another camera in this one, or whatever, it just feels low quality in my opinion. It all pairs well with the if you see me looking up, that's just because my notes are on the other screen, my other monitor. It does have good, like if you have the Google Home app, obviously you're gonna need it for this, but it does have, you can control everything from the app. So the other cool thing about this is the only way to see when your doorbell is pressed, you'll see the live view on your Google display if you have one. If you don't have one, let's say you have the speaker, it's gonna announce it on the speaker like someone pressed the doorbell or something like that, or doorbell pressed, or someone's at the door, whatever the case may be. So it's pretty cool. And if you have a TV with the Google operating system, or a TV that has Chromecast as your primary like way to stream stuff, when the doorbell is pressed on the top right corner, like somewhere right here, it will it'll what's it called? It'll show you the view of what it is. It doesn't work that great. I've never gotten it to, unless it doesn't do that. It will just show you like a blurred image on the top right corner until you press view, and then it'll do that. But honestly, by the time you do all that, you might as well just have opened the door. Like, it does take like a good significant amount of time for one. It's at least, I counted, it was like 4 or 5 second delay between the doorbell being pressed to the notification going to the TV or the speaker or your phone or whatever. And then once you press the notification, it takes about another 2 or 3 seconds to load the actual live view. So that's pretty cool if you're integrated in the Google system, right? In the Google ecosystem. Um, if you don't, and it's just your phone, you just have the app. Like if you have a Samsung or whatever, I'm sure they have it on Google, on Android, iOS, but it'll just be a notification on your phone, and it'll let you um, see the video image, or the live feed. You can also see the live feed as well, which I really like. Um, you open the app, and then you press the camera icon, and then it'll show you the live feed. The speaker quality is pretty solid. The speaker quality is pretty solid on it. Well, the microphone is pretty solid. The speaker quality in terms of what people hear back is okay. As long as it's not too loud where you live, it'll be fine. The other cool thing about it is when you like when it's recording events or whatever. Like let's say you have something. Let's say I'm the zone, right? My body's a zone, but you also have like a zone off to the corner, whatever is here. When it records it, it'll zoom in. Let's say this area here is the another zone for whatever reason. It'll zoom into this zone specifically and record that, right? Or it'll highlight that for you. So yeah, so the Google Doorbell is pretty solid choice. It's a little expensive. It's 129. Well, at the making of this video, it's 129. It's 179 normally. This is the battery one, by the way. I didn't mention that. It'll be in the title, but I didn't mention that. I am testing the battery one. I have the hookups for the battery to be used hardwired, but I don't feel like paying someone to come and do all that. In terms of the converter or something, I've read somewhere you have to like put a converter or something for the voltage. I don't want to deal with it, so I just have the battery one. What else? Night vision is okay. Comes in four different colors. Also, when you make zones, right? When you make a zone, like again, let's say like for me, I have a porch, like I have steps for my porch. Um, I have a zone just on the mat, right? Where typically Amazon packages or whatever get delivered. So I put a zone there, that's zone one. So it only records there. I really don't care what happens on the perimeter of my whatever the camera's seeing. I only care what happens on the doorbell. I mean, I only care what happens on the doorstep because that's where I get packages, right? So it's cool because so let's say you get a delivery, right? And let's say you bring in the delivery or it disappears from the zone or from the camera's vision for that zone, you'll get another notification saying package no longer seen. So that's pretty cool. Um, what else? That's pretty much it. The camera, like I said, it's pretty solid. Is it better than Roku? Yes. Is it better than Arlo? I would think so. I would put it up there better than Arlo. Um, the Arlo one didn't really give me, I think it was just the subscription. That's the only reason why I didn't like it. The setup was a little hard. But the Arlo one was also pretty solid, but it was also that one had issues because I didn't the way the notifications worked. At least when I was testing it, you had to put the home as like away or something. I forgot what setting I put, so it can stop sending me notifications for every little thing, even if I had the zone. At least with the Google one, I can set the notifications if it's a person. Like for me, it only captures what's in the zone and then go from there. And then I have another one for like I think the setting says not in zone. It'll say like specifically it'll be it'll I have it to not give me notifications, just record the event, but I don't need the notification because again I don't care what happens over there. But in the off chance something does happen, I would prefer to have the video of that or than to not have it, right? But there needs to be some kind of motion. It's not just always recording. So yeah, so I think this long-term review of the Google camera, I think if you're in the market for a Google camera, I would say you won't be disappointed with it. I don't have any real issues with it besides sharing. Home like sharing amongst like other family members, it's a little bit complicated. And like for me, for the my wife that has the notific that she gets more notifications than I do for some reason, and I don't know how to fix it. I've her settings. She can't even touch the settings for notifications. I already gave her all the permissions to do so, but there it just doesn't work. But yeah, like I said, it is what it is. So sharing is it could be if that's important to you, could be an issue. They can still see the camera. It's just she just gets way too many notifications. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, the security for it is pretty solid. Like it needs a special little. I mean, I'm sure you. I haven't tried because I don't want to break it or anything. It needs a special little pin that comes with it, like a little key looking thing, kind of like the SIM eject tool. Kind of looks like that to be able to take it off of the bracket itself. So again, the camera's pretty solid. I would recommend it to if anyone's looking, if anyone's in the market and they have that kind of budget. There is obviously cheaper alternatives. The only reason I didn't go with Blink or whatever it's called, Blink, whatever, is because I'm not in this. I already had a few Google products, so I just decided I don't want to replace all my Google products with Amazon. The only reason I wanted the Amazon one is because when I was in the market for their display, it has a camera, so you can do video calls on it. So I thought that was pretty dope. But I was just like, I already have so much. I already have, I have the Google TVs. I already had a bunch of Google speakers that I have in different areas of the house. So yeah, so that's why I stuck with Google Camera, um, because I just liked their ecosystem better. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this review. Simple Data Reviews back at it. We're trying to get back to the channel. I love helping you guys out. If you have any comments, please leave any questions down below. I'll get back to them if I can. I try to get back to every comment that I can. But yeah, we're back and can't wait to bring you guys more videos. Peace.